Now, I know we've gone through a lot of stuff here, so what I'm going to do now is actually just talk us through where we've been and what all of that just meant, and really just wrap it up in a short, complete little strategy for you. We talked quite a lot about glycemic impact and glycemic load, and what that really is all about is how does food, generally food that has carbohydrates in it, how does that food affect our blood sugar and therefore affect our insulin? We talked about how there's two levels of customization after we feel like we're done with the rapid fat loss meal templates. The first level of customization is where we're looking for continued fat loss. And if that's the focus that you've got at the moment, then really what you want to be thinking is small modifications and probably experimenting with some of those gray foods. What you want to do is change one thing at a time so that you're really clear on what helps you continue to lose fat, but you're also clear on anything that might hit the pause button on your fat loss. The second level of customization is the very long-term and ongoing level of customization, because that's weight maintenance. And that's all about maintaining where you are. So when you've achieved your goal, you want an easier way, a good lifestyle that's easy to follow, that can help you maintain that level of weight, but also give you a lifestyle that's pretty interesting and, quite worthwhile in terms of the kinds of flavors and foods that you can enjoy. So if weight maintenance is your goal right now, and when it is in the future, even if it isn't right now, you can think about some of those gray foods on that list, or you might like to try some other low GI options. And you can find low GI options in a range of different kind of food groups, but some of the examples we gave were, oats and cheese and maybe some low sugar berries and some natural yogurt and these kinds of things that can taste really great. It can also give you a nice change and, some nice differences from that rapid fat loss meal template. Now, over and above all of this, of course, we discuss mindset. And mindset really is so very important in terms of you feeling happy about the lifestyle that you're living. And the reason that mindset is so important is because it comes back to the image that we carry in our own mind of who we are. And what that comes down to is who we are, how we live, what our day-to-day routines look like, and everything that's involved in that. The reason that's so important is because when we've got that set up, all of these other decisions, they seem to just naturally flow, because our decision making is tuned into creating our life to be what we have in that mental picture. If we don't have that mental picture, if we don't have that mindset, no matter how much we want all these things and how much we learn these things, it's always going to feel like a struggle because it doesn't match up with what our brain is actually trying to achieve. Now, there's one little last tip that I've got to give you before I wrap all of this up, and that's that through all of this, weight maintenance and customizing and, if you're looking for continued fat loss and that kind of thing, you can still enjoy those afternoons off. And in fact, afternoons off is another thing that you can think about customizing. For weight maintenance, you might only have one every month. It's not something you need to have every single week. Of course, you'd enjoy it. But the more you deviate off the rapid fat loss meal templates, probably the less often you should think about having one of those afternoons off. That said, I know plenty of people who enjoy a few meals during the week that they consider to be their kind of little off meals, their guilty pleasures, if you like, and the rest of the week they stick pretty much with this lifestyle all the time, and they're able to really easily maintain their weight and also really enjoy their lifestyle. So there's a lot of ways that you can customize this, but I don't want you to feel compelled to be having those afternoons off every single week if you're kind of feeling like you've moved on to a new place where they're just not really going to fit in with your lifestyle terribly well. So have a think about that as well.